Hi guys! So I don't know if you know this, but St. Patrick's Day is coming up and I'm so excited because every single year I try to catch a leprechaun. I still haven't caught one yet, but I keep trying because did you know if you catch a leprechaun, they have to give you all of their gold. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine how many awesome things you could buy with a pot of gold? So I keep trying. I'm going to try again this year. But even if you don't catch a leprechaun, St. Patrick's Day is so much fun. So I thought I would teach you guys how to draw yourself a wee little leprechaun. So you can draw the girl leprechaun or the boy leprechaun. So if you'd like to learn how to do either of these drawings or both, stick around. So if you'd like to draw a leprechaun lass, you'll follow this one. And if you'd like to draw a leprechaun lad, you'll follow along to this one. Okay? So both drawings are going to start out the same way. We're going to start by drawing their hat. So first I find the middle of my page. Can you do that? Where's the middle of your page? Put your finger there. So this is where I'm going to draw a long, skinny rectangle. And I want my rectangle to go about probably 3 fingers from each edge. So maybe that's how I'll start. I'll put my 3 fingers down and I'm going to draw a short line in the middle of my page. Here's the middle of my page, 3 fingers away from the edge, short line. See that? I'm going to do it on this side too. So you don't have to leave your fingers there. I mostly use as a measurement and then I move them out of the way when I'm drawing. So that's going to be the start of my short and long rectangle, just like this. So I only draw that one line and then I just kind of eyeball the rest. And you're doing your best to make sure that the other side is also about 3 fingers from the edge, but if not, that's okay. Just do your best. As long as you have a shape like this in the middle of your page, it should work out just fine. So that's the rim of our hat. Now I'm going to draw the top part of our hat. So you could make it just a normal rectangle. I'm going to kind of make it go a little bit out on a diagonal and then across and a little bit down on a diagonal. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to start a little bit in from that rectangle, go up, over, and down. Now take a look at how close mine gets to the top. I don't want it to touch that edge because our eyes do not really like things when they're right on the edge. So you want to make sure you leave some space between the top of your hat. Okay? I'm also making sure that my shape has the same amount of rim on either side. So now let's try that again. You add the top of your leprechaun's hat. And if it doesn't look exactly like mine, that's okay. Just do your best. Now I'm going to draw the little kind of, I don't know what it's called, but it kind of looks like a belt on top of their hat. So I draw a straight line across first. And then I'm going to draw the buckle. To make the buckle, I'm just going to make a square, a smaller square on the inside. Show you again. Make a square, and then a smaller square on the inside. Now that we have our hats, we're going to make their heads peeking out. Now their heads have to start at the same place where that rectangle was. So if it's right about there, that's where my head's going to start. And I'm going to make a U shape to get to this edge. Just like that. I'll do the same thing on this side. Next, let's see, I am going to add their faces. So I'm going to make cartoon eyes for these leprechauns to make them extra cute for St. Patrick's Day. So I'm going to make 2 bigger size ovals for their eyes. And I'm kind of making them widespread, so there's a lot of space in between them. Oh, looks kind of creepy right now. But I'm going to add some shine marks inside their eyes. That's what makes them look really cute. So here's how I make cute eyes. I draw 1 big circle, 1 little circle inside of their eye, and then I color the space around the circles black. Do you see how that looks kind of cute? It looks like that light is reflecting in their eye. I'll show you that again. So you've got your outline shape, big circle, little circle. fill the extra space in. We'll do it on this one. Big circle, little circle. Fill the space in. And if you'd like, sometimes in cartoons they add eyelashes to the girls' eyes to make them look a little more girly. So you can do that if you'd like, but you don't need to. Next, I'm just going to add a simple smile. I'm not adding a nose or eyebrows because this is more of a cartoon drawing. It doesn't need to be perfectly realistic. It's more just to be cute. All right. So I'm going to focus on the leprechaun boy for a second, because now the steps are going to get a little bit different. So this one is the girl, this one is the boy. The boy's going to have a big curly beard. So I am going to use my scalloped line to go all the way around, adding bumps to make a curly beard. Here's how I do it. Slow, careful, short, bumpy line. And I take my time. Scallop lines can get really messy really fast if you go too fast. Take your time. Okay? Now that I've got his beard, I'm going to add the shirt, because we only see a bit of his shirt because the rest of it is hiding behind his beard. So I'm going to start about here, straight down, over, and up. Nice simple shirt. To make his legs and his feet, I'm first going to decide where I want his feet to be. I don't want them to be all the way on the edge because, like I said, it makes your eye feel a little bit uncomfortable. So I'm going to go a bit above the edge of my sheet and draw a short line. This is where his feet are going to start. Then on top of that line, I'm going to make 2 bumps for each shoe. 1, 2. So you can see my leprechaun looks like he's got very short legs, but that's okay. He's a tiny little leprechaun. And now to make the legs, I'm going to go on top of my shoe, on top of that bump, and go a straight line up to the bottom of that shirt. I'm going to do the same thing on this shoe, up to the bottom of the shirt. And then between the shoes, the line can go, yeah, it can go all the way up, because we can imagine that his shirt's hiding some of it. Perfect. I'm going to add simple arms behind the back by adding these curved lines, just like that. And if you want to add a belt detail, kind of like what we did on the hat, you can do that again on here. 2 straight lines, make a square, add a smaller square on the inside. And that's pretty much it for our boy leprechaun. So now I'm going to jump back over here and show you how to draw the girl leprechaun. So we're going to start with her dress. So I'm going to start right underneath her head, diagonal line out, and then connect them to make her dress. And then I'm going to do the exact same trick for her legs. So I'm going to decide where I want her feet to be. I don't want them right on the edge. I want them a little bit above that. So I just draw a straight line for her shoes. On that line, I make 2 bumps, 1 for each shoe. 1, 2. And then I do the exact same trick to make the legs. So on top of each shoe, go up to her dress, and then another line in between her shoes to separate her 2 legs. We're going to add the simple curved lines behind her back just to keep this drawing nice and easy. And then we're also going to add some hair for this girl. She's actually going to have curly hair just like this guy, but it's not going to be a beard, it'll be her hair. So I'm going to start with those same scallop lines, but when I ran into her, I'm going to lift up my pencil and go to the other side. So there you go. Now you have the outline of your leprechauns. If you'd like to add some St. Patrick details, you definitely can. So maybe I want my leprechaun to have maybe like striped pants. It's kind of a fun detail to add. Maybe I want to have a clover in their hat. To draw clovers, you just draw 3 hearts, 3 or 4 hearts. You just need to make them change directions. maybe I'll draw a clover on the girl's dress. So like I said, you're just making hearts that are connected at the bottom. You could do 3 or 4. And I like to kind of give the leprechaun girl a rainbow dress since leprechauns like rainbows so much. So I'm going to draw some straight lines going across as well. That way I can color it in rainbow order. One more trick I'll show you is if you want to make their shoes look shiny, you can leave part of it white. So I'll show you. I'm going to draw a little curved line, and that's going to be the shine. So when I fill in the rest, it kind of gives the illusion that that's a shiny shoe. Do the same thing on this side. So you can do that if you'd like, but you certainly don't need to. And if you can think of other St. Patrick details to add to your leprechaun to make them extra special, you totally can. So here's what they look like when I'm all done coloring. Now, leprechauns, or St. Patrick's Day, is actually from Ireland. And in Ireland, there are lots of people with red hair. So that's why I made my leprechauns with red hair. But, of course, not everyone in Ireland looks like this. If you want to make your leprechaun look like you or look different, you definitely can. You can color their hair or their skin however you'd like. But if you want them to really look like a leprechaun, make sure you make them wearing lots of green. So I hope you guys had fun learning how to draw these wee little leprechauns. And you can either keep them on a white background like I have, or you could decorate the background, maybe even color it like rainbow, or you can kind of turn this art into a little bit of a trick. If you cut out your leprechaun, you can put it in your trap to maybe trick a leprechaun to going in there too, or you can cut out your leprechaun and hide it somewhere in your house or classroom, and then someone might actually think a real leprechaun is in your house. So those are 2 options. You can use it as a work of art or as a fun little St. Patrick's Day trick. So I hope you guys had fun. Check out my page for other fun art videos, and I'll see you guys next time.